we have to tell the story on episode 1. When you were doing play-by-play for the first
Oh,
time, and
shit.
I think someone's been hit
Oh
by
my
a
God.
ball. It's the cameraman, Will Hitson. I think we have to show it
Okay,
right now.
the context is I had never done play-by-play. I had only been a sideline reporter. I did not feel ready to do play-by-play because did I know softball at a high level? Yes. But I was not at a point where I processed softball quickly. Like I could watch a game and over the course of the game, put together the story, ask good questions, give a good recap. But when you become a great play-by-play, you are processing so quickly. This is also pro softball, which is the fastest iteration of the game, way faster than even college, and then drastically faster than high school or like youth. And our boss, who also did play-by-play, was like out. He couldn't do it. We were on the alternate field. It was pouring down rain, and he's like, "Hey, you're getting in there." And I was like, "Hey, I don't think that's such a good idea." And he was like, "Nope, it's time. Get in the booth." And so I had never put together a boards. I had no idea how to do prep. I was completely ill-equipped to get in there. Granted, it was being streamed on some program that was like $7 a game to watch. How many people saw this? I don't know. Thank goodness I failed in private. Because I'm butchering the open. Just butchering. And then within the first couple batters, Will's on the field shooting the game and gets bonked by a foul ball.
And it looks like someone on the Pride staff was hit by that foul ball. It looks like it was one of the cameramen that the foul ball that Ramirez hit off. And the crowd claps for the Pride. Videographer Will Hinson looked like he got hit hard by that foul ball by Ramirez.
Hard!
Straight to the middle of the forehead.
And I was
Knocked me
like,
completely out.
Will's dead.
Yeah, that's the real monkey wrench. It's so funny. It's like you had everything's going wrong. It's raining. We're in the opposite field. She's not prepared. No notice. And then to make matters worse, I just take a
Will
foul
dies.
straight to the dome, not completely knocked unconscious on the field.
Honestly, you getting bonked by that ball was my saving grace because
It
you
was
getting
your
bonked.
alibi.
It was. It was like everybody stopped. They think there's a dead body on the field. The trainers come out and to assist you, and it starts raining hard enough, and everybody kind of stops, and they're like, "Hey, actually, let's go into a rain delay. It's getting too hard." But the game probably would have continued a little bit longer and further if you hadn't got hit by a foul ball. And so, yeah, I was like, "This is my opportunity to get out right now." And I was like, "And we'll be back."
It's so funny. So I remember it. I do remember it raining because I, at the time, was filming an atmosphere shot of the rain coming down. I'm shooting
Yes.
at the bleacher lights, and I'm filming the rain coming down. And so I'm looking at my camera. I'm not looking up, and so I don't react or flinch. It literally just crushes me. It's like I go completely black. And I remember the first person who I remember is Kelly Kretschmann.
Are you serious?
Kelly Kretschmann is the first person who, when I opened my eyes, I saw. And she's just looking at me. I'm laying flat on my ass on the ground, and she just goes, "You got hit hard as bro." And I was
Sounds like
"What?"
Kelly.
No, it was perfect. It was honestly, in hindsight, it's hilarious. So yeah, they helped me up, and I remember going into the dugout booth, and everyone's just kind of looking at me. They're they don't even know if I'm actually looking back at them or not. It was just really funny. But yeah,
You got so much attention that day.
I know it definitely hurt. I had a huge knot in the center of my forehead, and I definitely got some
A
good
goose.
time off.
You had a goose egg.
I did. I had a goose egg.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was traumatizing. It took years for me to get back in the booth after that. That was not good for my professional development.
But
at
even
all.
before then, I remember being like, I never understood why you wouldn't go for the play-by-play role or the color analyst role. Because
Well,
just
what
how
you
in
do?
depth we would talk about things, I was like, it's not like you don't have it. Like, it's clearly just a speed and timing and rhythm thing.
Yeah, well, what was great was that either later that summer or the following summer, we had some youth events at the organization we worked at, and I called those games, which they are slow, and things like develop at a
It's
like,
an elementary version of the game. It's
yes, and
very
that's what I
simple.
needed. Right, like
Yeah.
that's what I needed to learn how to like bring people back from break, how to like look at the team and call out the names. Like I didn't even know what I didn't know, and I needed to fail on a much smaller scale. Um, Not covering the top women's pro softball players in the country playing. That was ridiculous. Hey, thanks for watching this clip. For more on sports media and working in the industry, subscribe to the How to Cook a Goose podcast.